I did have I guess I had coconut water, which usually has some coconut flesh in the bottom of it. Had that for breakfast. Then immediately ran out to speak at a local school.
Today, as you know, is Refugee Day, and also today we have a representative, Mr. Dwight Turner, from the organisation In Search of Sanuk, which has now changed its name to Courageous Kitchen, and all the donations that you've been bringing in over the past few days and weeks are all boxed up and ready to be brought to the Refugee Centre. So to tell us a little bit more about that, can you please welcome to the stage Mr. Dwight Turner.
We do a couple of things. We do a preschool, we do a Saturday class for kids your age during that time, pretty much the main objective is to really feed the kids and inspire them to both eat better and also even to kind of take responsibility for some of the cooking themselves. A lot of them come from communities where food is not exactly a fun topic because they're not sure, their parents may not be sure what they're particularly eating that day. Often they have to scavenge, which basically means they might go to the market at the end of the day and pick up things out of the trash or pick up things that are they're not high quality enough to be sold anymore. So we also teach the kids to cook with some of these ingredients that they might not have ever used. Like, they're not always excited about broccoli, or in this case olives, but it's fun. It gives them a chance to kind of take ownership of their nutrition, their health, and then we also use that to kind of push them to be leaders. Just like you guys have student leaders coming up and leading the assembly, we push them to be both leaders in their kitchen and also leaders in the communities. So I appreciate your gifts. I appreciate everything you've done to help me to care for them, and I think it's awesome to see so many people your age already active and giving back. So thank you very much for your time. Yeah, so I was speaking at Bangkok Prep today. Great school, great group of kids. They had actually raised a bunch of donations for our project, Courageous Kitchen. So yeah, they're gonna be sending the donations to the community next week, but I got to talk maybe 5 or 6 minutes about what we're actually doing, teaching kids to cook, pumping nutrition into the community. I'm sure I'll probably put a part of the clip into this video. Just hanging out with you guys today, having my breakfast. I had a workout today, which is abnormal for me. Normally I don't do much working out, but trying to change that, and I've got a couple little what do you call them, CrossFit things, kettlebells, and one of those rolling pin, but one of those rolling things to kind of help stretch you out. So I mostly use that. I just turn on some music. I don't really count much or time myself. I just kind of, stretch, work out, and then do some cool down stuff. But yeah, I don't do that stuff regularly, but need to do it more. And yeah, if you wanna eat all the time, you gotta do something to stay in shape. So mango for breakfast. I try to shoot a live, what do you call that, live stream. I try to shoot a live stream of the Sri Lankan food that I had the other day, and it was a big technical fail. So I have a ton of food left over. I'm hanging out in the house today, probably going to be editing for most of the day, and looks like washing a bunch of dishes.
yeah, I'll be hanging around editing, doing some work for my clients, maybe some freelance writing, and answer some emails for the charity. And then tomorrow I'll actually be in the community with the kids. So gotta get as much done as possible before then, because tomorrow I won't get a whole lot done. When I go to the community, I do visit the school where we're teaching the kids, but there's volunteers there that do most of the regular teaching each week. So my role is really I like visit sick kids, visit sick adults, visit families that are having more trouble than normal. And then we talk about what's going on. When I come back to the community later, I check up on them, or if there's some way to help them, whether it's financially or bringing in food or something, or even like what the kids donated today, making sure that they get maybe the first batch of food distributions or non-perishable distributions. That's usually my role in the community, and then we have like maybe one or two people who will help coordinate the volunteers. Okay, so this is just some really sweet mango. I'm going to start with one and work a little bit. I'll usually just really lazy about peeling them, so I'll cut a little bit off the seed, and I'll usually just peel back with my hands. They're quite different from the Indian mango. It's quite thin-skinned and juicy. You can see it dripping a little bit. I love these. They're, in my neighborhood, they're probably 60 to 80 baht for a kilo. So that's a really good deal. But they taste so good you can go through them quite fast. By the way, that's about $2 or $3 for a kilo. So I usually try to keep some fruit in the fridge. Also, like I said, leftover some homemade food. I'll show a clip from the video. I have unlisted it now because the live stream didn't work. But I'll leave the link here in case you want to watch all the Sri Lankan food. I'll be hanging out today, doing my work, eating some leftovers, hanging around in the house. I spoke at a school this morning, so home early, worked out a little bit, and then I realized, oh, I should give you a call before it gets too late. I intended to call you earlier.
Is that your GoPro?
Yeah, that's the GoPro. You can say hello to YouTube.
I'm trying to say no hello to no YouTube.
Good enough. Good enough.
Yeah, I'm going to bed. We'll talk.
All right, love you. Take care. Talk soon.
All right. Yeah, I'll check on you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
So this is Fatty's. They got a bunch of things that they recommend. Buffalo hot wings. They got poutine, cheese fries, mozzarella, jalapeno poppers, all kinds of things. Hot dogs and burgers. Really American junk food, but delicious if you have a craving, and not terribly expensive. So there you go, pretty simple drink, just a Bourbon Manhattan. I've used agave, I've got garnished it with a little organic rosemary, used some organic limes. All of the organic stuff is from Adam's Organic Farm. That's coming up in a video later. That's awesome. Refreshing, the lime adds a tartness to it. Really kind of sits well on top of all the grease and everything that I ate and that I'm going to eat with the rest of these hot wings. Yeah, I'm having a good time. Hope you're enjoying watching. Appreciate people who've been here for the long haul, have seen some of the steps and improvements that we're trying to make to the channel and to the content to yeah, make it interesting and make it useful for you when you're traveling to Thailand or you just need your daily dose of food porn. I appreciate, yeah, all of the positivity and comments. That definitely helps. I do this not because I need anyone's approval, but because I'm eating all this great food anyway, and it would be a shame not to share. Also, I think that for my project and the type of work that I do, working with kids, that it's important that other people know what's happening. Important that, you know, in a city here like this one, where you can just kind of be absorbed with what's happening in the restaurant scene or the luxury scene or hotel scene, because the travel industry is so big here, it's easy to lose sight that there are actually people in the city in need. So that keeps me grounded here, that keeps me sane. It's very fulfilling and rewarding to give back. I love doing things like this morning where I talk to the kids. So that's really why I do it. It's not necessarily that I need to hear myself talk or see myself on video or need free food or something like that. Because you guys know I'm a food writer, so I can get all of that anyway without all of the extra hassle of trying to carry around a video camera and work on sound and anything like that. So yeah, that's the kind of the behind the scenes story I wanted to share with you and give you guys a better idea of what I'm doing on a daily basis. I'm running around doing all kinds of stuff, business stuff, charity stuff, a couple of YouTube things, and yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. See you later.